Let me tell you of the days of high adventure.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Kevin.
And I'm John.
And this is 6 Degrees of Schwarzenegger, the podcast where we take a long, hard look back at some of our favorite action movies from the era of Arnold.
Schwarzenegger is the icon of the genre, as you well know, and we're taking a deep dive into some of these 80s and 90s cult action movies and breaking them all the way down.
Let's do it.
Hey, John, what's up? How you doing, bud?
Hey, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing splendidly.
Fantastic.
I'm enjoying the heck out of an Atlanta beer here in Houston.
Sacrilege. That's
Yeah,
okay.
man.
I bought it.
Yeah, you did. A little Sweetwater.
I needed a taste of home. A taste of home here in Houston.
It is hitting the spot. It is helping to wash the taste of this movie out of my mouth.
This movie sucks.
I'm sorry to have subjected you to this one, my friend.
I took it willingly. I'd
Dude.
do it again, too.
Sometimes nothing pleases like a fucking shit show.
Yeah, it's somehow oddly gratifying to watch it and think I could do better or something like that. I don't know what it is. It's just, watching this movie, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a disaster from start to finish.
This is the second episode of our breakdown of the 1989 action movie classic.
It's something.
Tango and Cash.
Classic piece of shit.
It's something. It's something. Anyway.
It's real bad, you guys.
Let's grin and bear it.
That's right. I'm going to sip some bourbon.
What are you working on over
I'm
there?
drinking some Tennessee whiskey. This is the premium whiskey from Uncle Nearest Distillery in Tennessee. Black owned. You guys, this is delicious. Thanks very much. And it definitely is washing the taste of Tango and Cash out of my
I am
mouth.
going to start in on one of those maybe next go around.
You should. It's wonderful. Well, I
So,
guess I'll drive this time.
I'll recap what happened.
Yeah, tell us all what happened last time. I tried to put it out of my mind.
Fucking shit. So, Tango and Cash are the two best cops in Los Angeles, I guess.
That's what we've been led to believe.
We saw them each do a couple of little action sequences in the beginning that would have put any other cop on administrative leave for a while.
And also, you brought up a good point that they're both lieutenants.
Yeah.
Out making busts and doing arrests and stuff when they should be behind a desk
They're running
bossing
and
people
ripping.
around.
Yeah, they should be delegating resources and giving orders to their sergeants and everything like that.
Oh, well.
But no, they're out there on the streets fucking busting heads, kicking asses.
They're doing stuff.
So each of them, they view each other as rivals, I guess.
Right.
Not a lot happened in the first chapter if you think about it.
No.
Basically, we're introduced to both the characters, and then they both get the same tip for the same bust that they can maybe try to make that night.
And we meet the suite full of bad guys.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bad guys led by Perrette, played by Jack Palance.
Right.
He's
Excellent.
got Quan and Lopez are his top lieutenants or whatever.
And through a bizarre mouse analogy, he is going to have Tango and Cash put in jail so that he can pull off the biggest heist of his career.
He's gonna make them like rats in a maze or something like this.
We guess.
Yes, that's his scheme. So yeah, both Tango and Cash are very much amped up to try to make whatever this bust is. So we don't even know what
They've both gotten the same hot tip.
We don't even know what it is that they think that they're going to unearth or uncover.
I am
All they know
automatically
is
assume
it's
drugs or something.
There's a deal going down tonight at this address.
Right.
That's all they know. That's all
right.
they know. Anyway.
Well, the action picks up. I guess we should talk about it.
Well,
if we don't talk about it, we'll
we'll talk about it.
We'll never be able to talk about another movie again. So this episode picks up with Tango on a stakeout watching Ponytail Goon, who we saw back at Perrette's lair,
Yeah.
and he stops outside of like a a garage door, and someone hands him a briefcase.
The garage door opens like a couple of feet, and then, briefcase slides out,
and he takes the briefcase, looks directly at Tango, and then walks into the same building or into a different building.
Maybe a nearby building. I want to point out lieutenants. Like Lieutenant Tango, do not sit out alone on stakeouts.
Right. Maybe it's in their they're so good. Maybe it's in their contract. They're like, we only work alone. We don't do anything by the book.
Yeah.
That's the only way that I can think that it makes sense.
Rules.
Right.
He witnesses this handoff of the briefcase.
And so gets out.
He takes off his glasses and starts following on foot. So does he need these glasses or not? When are they useful? He needed them to see this guy, I guess.
Right.
But now he's like, all right, now that I'm going to get into it, I don't need them anymore.
I'm trying to remember later in the movie, he doesn't have them a lot.
He doesn't wear them much.
Right. I'm going to say then no, he doesn't.
I almost feel like they're non-prescription and he just wears them for fashion.
Well, I mean, I have some blue blockers that are non-prescription, but I do wear them for a reason. Meanwhile, elsewhere, Cash is sneaking into, we guess, the same building.
Yeah.
Tango follows Ponytail as Cash is snooping through this building.
You know what? No fucking warrant. No backup.
No.
Lieutenants don't do this kind of work.
That's what I'm saying. They make their own rules.
And if you found the largest drug seizure in the history of drugs, you still don't have a warrant for this, so they would walk.
I don't think that they care, man. That's what I'm saying.
They don't, man. They're writing the rules as they go along.
The rules of their police work make about as much sense as how Ponytail is moving through this building, because it's like he's like Nightcrawler. He's teleporting from one area to the next. It's completely beyond me.
This thing must have He's
like right next to Tango, and then the next he's like on the other side of the building. The building which looks oddly reminiscent of the building in Blade Runner.
I thought the same, where Batty and the guys were holed up towards the end. Yeah. It's like a dilapidated apartment building or something almost. Tango, man. He's wearing these loud fucking dress shoes.
Yeah, everyone's being everyone but Ponytail is being super loud. Every time Cash opens the door, it's and Tango's walking around in tap shoes, it sounds like.
Yeah, fucking penny loafers.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's all weird.
It's very, very strange. At one point, Tango's walking around and we see Ponytail walking behind him through actually one of the movie's cooler shots through a mirror, and then he takes off running after Ponytail, making all kinds of noise. It's so loud. What is happening? Anyway, Tango and Cash, through a series of weird cuts, end up drawing on each other, and somehow miraculously don't kill each other.
No one pulls a trigger.
They've got discipline. I guess that's a positive.
They're immediately sniping at each other.
Yeah.
Have they ever met before?
I don't feel like they have.
Okay, they just know of each other's reputation?
Because they see each other on the front page of the LA News every day.
Drugs are out of control in this city if there's 2 megabusts going down on a single day.
On a daily basis, probably, too.
How many millions?
How many millions? They're immediately, they're sniping at each other. They both call each other the second best cop in LA. Tango says he's been working on this case for months.
Working on this case for 3 months.
Cash says, well, then you must suck because I've been working on it for a half hour and I'm already caught up. Anyway.
That's a good burn. Yeah. I like that thing. So one or both of them mmust be out of their jurisdiction, right?
My diction crap. I think, I don't think it matters. Again, it just doesn't, no one cares.
Okay.
I'm
thinking too hard.
But you're right. Or maybe they're in central LA. Maybe they're near downtown and they're both wherever. Anyway, they come into a room and they find a dead guy, and they rip open his shirt for some reason.
Stallone just grabs his shirt and rips it open, and to reveal he's wearing a wire. Which you're just tampering with evidence right now.
You don't touch the dead body.
Fucking
you know
Kurt
this.
Russell is picking stuff up and they're spinning chairs around.
I'm sitting there going crazy because I'll watch TV now and when someone comes across a dead body and I'm even if it's a loved one, I'm don't touch them, they'll think it's you.
The guys are they're touching everything.
Right, their fingerprints are all over everything. Oh, yeah. They're fucked. As they're discussing how strange this all is, and boy is it, we see elsewhere someone's recording their conversation. We see some reel-to-reel deal happening. Suddenly, police burst in. And
Well, the FBI maybe.
Yeah, FBI, somebody, law enforcement officers.
I think it's FBI. I got it wrong on my notes in Road Police.
Okay,
I think it is the FBI.
Yeah, that makes sense because later on they're in the Federal Bureau of Investigation, IA or something like that.
Yeah.
So the FBI bursts in and arrests him. Another of Cash's guns, we guessed the same gun that was in the drawer at the police station.
Which that made me think then were the guns swapped out maybe, and the one from the drawer was not his, but just the same model or something.
But I feel like if he would recognize the sight, then he would recognize that wasn't his gun.
That was my thought as well, but it must have been the same gun from Act 1. Otherwise...
We'll call it a plot hole.
Not in this movie, my friend. Not in this movie.
So yeah, the same one from Act 1. We're not sure. We thought anyway. Yeah, he picks up the gun.
The FBI guy's just handling it. I feel like with his bare hands.
Louis Arquette.
Yes,
the Arquette family patriarch, the scion.
He's usually playing comedy roles.
Yeah,
but yeah, he's more of just a.
I remember him as the narrator in Corky's musical Red, White, and Blaine.
Beans. I love beans.
Big, fat, hot, juicy beans.
Don't get me started about beans.
Oh, my God. Cash says that the gun must have been stolen from his locker. Immediately, the police or the FBI, whoever, law enforcement have immediately turned on their own in this situation.
You're going down for this.
You love that shit.
I love the moment where Tango tried to walk out on him, where he's like, I don't know this man. I didn't come here with this man, and with your permission, I will be leaving this man. Ciao, babe.
Ciao, babe.
I did enjoy that. I was like, yeah, that was one of Stallone's few decent deliveries.
Yeah, not all of the lines in the movie are terrible, but 100% or almost 100% of the deliveries are terrible. But this is one of the ones that Stallone got right. We see outside Ponytail swap an audio tape with a guy in a car who's been recording or hanging out or doing something, and we see that it's Dr. Edgemar from Total Recall.
Oh, yes, it is.
Roy Brocksmith. We also hear Ponytail speaking in a Cockney accent. The story goes, I read, that this guy, Brian James, was supposed to have like 0 lines, but that Stallone heard that he could do this accent and just like lost his shit. He's like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. And so that he wrote him a bunch of lines so that he would be talking more in the movie.
It's every single Cockney expression you can think of.
It is so cliche.
Yeah.
He sounds like
the governor. Prat, he's the governor.
You're not a tosser. You're nothing but a tosser.
Yeah, it's madness.
Fuck you. And then we get our second newspaper shot.
Yeah.
Police department stunned. Tango and Cash arrested for murder.
Also, it said East Side, West Side, hero cops caught in drug deal action.
Love it.
So I guess that's what's going on. One's the top dog on the east side and one's top dog on the west side.
Right.
Although when we did see Cash earlier walk into his station, it said like Central City Precinct.
Oops.
So whatever.
No bullets.
Whatever the fuck. Dude, I read the review that said every single plot point of this movie is delivered via newspaper headline.
It's 100% accurate. That's nifty. It's a nifty trick. It's sort of Verhoeven, but not good.
Yeah. Not at all.
We see Tango's captain maneuvering through an army of reporters, and he's like asking, they're asking him questions. He's like, no comment. Then we see the two captains, both of their captains.
In that moment where he was getting jostled by all the reporters, I was just sure his wig was going to fall off.
It should have.
That thing was like,
must have been stapled
his hairline had changed from the last time we saw him. It was pushed back further.
It looks differently every scene. Tango's captain, Cash the captain, going over the evidence. They found the 380 at the murder scene.
Yep.
No one but them was seen coming or going, and they have a tape. Oh, yes, they have a tape.
It doesn't look good for Tango and Cash right now.
No, the case closed, I guess. They listened to the tape. There appears to be a drug deal going down between the FBI agent and Tango and Cash.
Right.
That ended in the agent's murder. And then we see another newspaper.
Yes, the third newspaper in shot.
Cops Tango and Cash to stand trial for drug deal murder. I like the slow-mo perp walk.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
It is like when they just take something on the news and then they slow the guy down and he looks more sinister.
Right. Then we see newspaper shot number 4. The cops cry foul. Tango and Cash claim setup. Plead not guilty.
There was a little sidebar story that said like about split egos. and something. I was wondering if that was like a meta comment on this film that like we got these two big egos.
Absolutely,
involved.
yeah. Two very different cops, very different styles. Newspaper shot number 5. DA vows to convict rogue cops for murder. Policemen face life in prison if found guilty.
Yeah.
In court, audio expert played by Michael Jeter.
Yes.
Character's name Skinner. Famous in the 90s. Did a lot of TV work.
Michael Jeter is awesome. Yeah.
He was on Evening Shade with Burt Reynolds. I don't know if you remember that show. I loved that show. We watched that show a lot.
I've never seen
It was funny.
I remember him well from the Costner movie Open Range.
Okay,
he was like the guy running the livery.
He was also... Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He also played Edouard Delacroix in Green Mile.
Oh, hell yeah.
With the mouse circus.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was after, spoiler, after his character's death that James Cromwell delivers a movie line that is still one that I bring out on the regular. What in the blue fuck happened? It's like, I love that.
Was he the one that he took the sponge off the thing?
He didn't wet the sponge.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible. Anyway.
Yeah.
Michael Jeter says, yeah, it's definitely them. I'm an expert. And it's definitely their voices. Then we see newspaper shot number 6.
Wait. Now, you're glossing over the fact that Tango and Cash are just audibly out loud threatening the witnesses.
Yeah, every time people get up, they call them a weird nickname.
Yeah,
and then they say they're going to kill them.
So what Skinner, the audio guy, got was remind me to, when this is all over, remind me to rip Jumbo there's tongue out with a tow truck.
With a tow truck.
I feel like this is witness intimidation. I mean, they're not whispering it to each other. They're speaking lowly, but I feel like it would be heard.
Right. The jury can hear it, which doesn't help them. Heads up.
They are just openly talking about
murder. We're going to kill more people.
Sure.
The newspaper shot number 6. Expert authenticates voice tape in trial. Drugs and money found at murder scene tied to ex-hero cops. These headlines are real long, by the way.
They are lengthy, and all of them appearing in the non-existent Los Angeles Chronicle.
Right.
With I studied hard to look for dates.
I only saw
the newspaper
days. It was like Sunday.
Yeah, they didn't put dates, which was probably intentional.
I wish that they had included dates so that we could know how long this movie is supposed to have taken place.
Exactly.
And it would have been helpful.
This trial is going by like whirlwind, but I feel like it would have been taking some time. In reality, it certainly would.
One would think. Then we get the FBI guy, Edgemar, testifies to what he saw when the police burst in. Dr. Edgemar testifies that when Tango and Cash showed up, he thought that their sting must be blown, and he was going to clear up the situation, but then they killed the undercover guy.
And the exchange for Edgemar was, when all this is over, we're going to have to pay Jabba the Hutt there a visit.
Yeah, again, we're going to kill him.
I'll bring the chainsaw.
I'll bring the beer.
What? Jesus Christ. These guys are murderous, violent cops.
These are the kind of cops you want on your force, for sure.
Crazy.
Then we see the goon who tried to kill Cash in his apartment testify in Chinese about police brutality, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Cash has an outburst saying this guy can speak English, calls him Squarecrow.
He calls him a squarecrow.
And we think that that's because of his haircut, maybe? His crew cut?
He has the flattest of flat tops. But when I used to watch that on TV, I was sure that was something that was to edit out profanity.
Interesting.
Because no one says squarecrow.
I've never heard it in my life. But honestly, even Tango's like, Squarecrow?
He's like, what would you call it? I don't even know.
I don't know. Anything other than that.
Honestly, maybe these fuckers deserve to go to jail.
Yeah. I'm into it.
I mean,
they should rot behind bars forever. They're taking 2 menaces to society off the streets. So then we see newspaper shots 7, 8, and 9. Tango and Cash trial leads to investigation of police corruption. Medal of Honor cops disgraced. Tango and Cash conviction seen as certain.
Yeah, it is the newspaper headline. It's insane.
Yeah.
Do you remember that weird? This probably gets axed. But do you remember that Simpsons episode with like you remember Godfather had the little spinning newspaper headlines?
Yeah.
And then there was a Simpsons one with a similar spinning newspaper headline. And the final headline was something about like newspaper spinners go on strike or something. And it was pretty great.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Simpsons is awesome. Well, it was.
This is newspaper headline overdose though.
Yeah.
It's half of what we're seeing for the past 5 minutes has been newspapers.
Right.
But on all the newspaper shots, the body of the articles is nothing to do with Tango or Cash or anything from the movie. It's just word salad.
They didn't pay a writer to write some real articles.
No, they just were like, it's not going to be up there long enough. But when I freeze frame my Blu-ray,
you're a genius for even trying. I just was like, I don't even care what the articles say.
No, no one should.
And I'm a notorious proofreader, but I'm like, oh, it's just exhausting.
You said that was like a thing in the ad business.
Not necessarily the word salad thing. Like if you're looking at a layout, testing a layout, a lot of times just to see what a specific word count is going to look like, advertising people will put in, or designers will put in Greek, they call it, and basically it's just nonsense Latin.
Okay.
And they'll just say, they'll like get an automatic thing to like produce 250 words worth of Greek, they call it. But anyway, so that's like, people are like, do you need content for this, or do you want me to Greek it? So
yeah, this
is sort of like Greeking, but it's in English.
It's filled with nonsensical English, like they're sentences that you can read, but they say nothing. They're just a circular logic.
Like the script of this movie.
Oh shit! Maybe it was written by the writer on the copy.
Randy Feldman.
Oh, he's done it again. You know, when they make this movie for overseas audiences, like in general, do they make a different shot that's in Chinese?
No, they put a subtitle. They put subtitles along the bottom because they do that in other movies. If the newspaper's in German or something, they just put it.
They don't make another shot for the German release.
No,
okay,
no, they say fuck you. You can read this.
Fuck you guys.
Then we see Tango's lawyer says he needs to plead guilty to lesser charges in exchange for guaranteed minimum security prison. Tango wants to know if Cash is going to take the same deal. And he says, I want to talk to Cash.
I want to talk to Cash.
I want to talk to Cash. Can't even say his name. Like, why can't you say his name? Why can't you say the name Cash?
I don't. That's just how he says it.
Kesh. Cash.
When you say it, though, it sounds like Stallone.
Cash.
It sounds like Stallone saying Cash.
Stupid. So we switch over to the two are in a room, and Tango's not talking, just quietly drinking a glass of water. Cash says he needs to get to work on his statement and then he'd like to go.
It's so weird. They're not cuffed and there's no supervision. I thought like this. I don't know if that's how it
maybe
would go
they've got
down.
a guard sitting outside the door. I don't know.
In the movie, they never touch on this, but are these guys in jail when they're not in court, or that they bailed out? What do you think?
I guarantee you that they're free to come and go as they please.
Okay. Because they got the special cop treatment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as we'll find out, even their punishment is so light. Like
That's true.
It's
the plea deal that they make.
Shockingly light.
Well,
anyway.
yeah, because both of their guys, I guess their lawyers have told them they should cop a plea.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And
the evidence is so damning.
And we know that Tango can afford bail. Kiki probably came and bailed him out. So.
That's true, Kiki. Yeah. As they're sitting in the room talking about the deal that they made to go to the minimum security, like sort of country club of prisons, that's when Kurt Russell's like, oh, you're going to like it there. I heard they open the gym at 5 a.m. You can get pumping early. And he does the little like beach flex, you know?
That's pretty good.
Enjoy... Kurt Russell strikes me as the guy who he's just brimming with confidence. He doesn't get his swagger from muscles, which I feel like is a little bit of what Stallone's got going on, is that he wants to be primped and glamorous and...
oiled, glistening.
Yeah, but I do love his little... Is him mocking Stallone's muscles making me laugh.
I do. Well, yeah. Everything Kurt Russell does in this movie makes me feel a little bit better about this movie, but only slightly. So both guys' lawyers are advising them to take a plea deal in exchange for easy prison time.
Right.
They agree to take the plea deal together, and both want to make a statement in court. Yeah, there's a whole like seniority bit where there's like who was born first gets to make the statement. It's so stupid.
I enjoyed that. I didn't like the logic of it. I enjoyed. What Kurt Russell asked Tango.
Yeah, when's your birthday?
Cash asked Tango when your birthday was, and he gives him a date. And then Cash says a date that was earlier in the year, and he's like, haha, I win. And then Tango knows Cash's birthday. I guess from reading a file or something.
Right.
And the date he gives, August 16th, was the day Elvis died.
Oh, interesting. That's funny. This movie's full of Easter eggs.
Because Kurt Russell he's nothing if not a big Elvis fan.
Right. And played Elvis.
Yeah. But I like when he says that date. August 16th, isn't that the date you were hatched?
Yeah, that line is pretty good. That's pretty good. But it's just
So
it's the idea of the bit gets on my nerves.
Yeah, everything about every aspect of this movie should get on everyone's nerves.
In court, Tango makes an eloquent statement saying that he doesn't want their guilty plea to reflect on the rest of the police department.
Yeah.
Admits to sometimes being overly aggressive with perpetrators.
He's like, if it's a crime to be too aggressive with arresting criminals, then I guess I'm guilty.
All the cops I've worked with are good cops. Bullshit.
Yeah.
And then why is the lawyer acting like that was completely unexpected? Did he not know that anyone was going to give up?
The lawyers said that they should make a
He's
statement
like,
or
will
something.
you let me handle this? Like, why is he freaking out? He knew he was going to give a
The
statement.
deal's already, I assume, been agreed to.
Doesn't make any sense.
I enjoyed Cash's
Statement's better. This whole thing fucking sucks. I like the police cheered for it, though.
Yeah,
That's
the police
awesome.
who were in the courtroom. And the courtroom was fucking filled with officers.
Yeah.
And they all, they're into it. They're into it.
Yeah, so they ended up pleading no contest to voluntary manslaughter, and they're sentenced to not more than 18 months in a minimum security facility. Then we see newspaper shot number 10. Guilty. Tango and Cash get 18 months.
Yeah. How long do you think it's been from arrest to this moment of sentencing?
Well, this was newspaper shot 10, so I'm going to say
10 days?
a week. Maybe a week.
We know, I mean, the legal system doesn't move quickly.
The wheels of justice are not greased.
In real life, it would be months that it would take for this to happen. But it's also then weird. In an earlier scene in the first episode, Perret talked about they're going to make have the biggest deal ever in 2 weeks.
Right.
Which to me is a weird thing to say unless you're sort of setting the timetable for what the movie is going to unfold under. But this can't possibly have happened in 10 days.
I think it's supposed to have happened in 7 days.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It might be. This movie doesn't give a fuck.
It does not care about time or sense
this
or
movie
logic.
operates by its own rules.
Much like Tango and Cash. Much like Tango and Cash themselves, it operates on its own rules.
So we're going to proceed with, under the assumption that it's been roughly a week and a half since they were arrested.
That seems fair to me. A week and a half.
Let's go with that.
So we switch over to Perret's lair. He's celebrating by pouring some shots, probably some expensive tequila.
Yeah.
Some mezcal. Quan and Lopez aren't as delighted. They ponder what happens when Tango and Cash get out of jail. Lopez, again, he says that he's not into Perret's games. Same, brother.
I feel like the movie should have been even more direct with how stupid this is. Like, gone full on, like, Dr. Evil and Scott Evil. Like, what are you doing this for? Let's just kill him right now.
Yeah.
Like,
I've got a gun in my room.
we can do it together.
Yeah. And then Jack Palance, Perret, what makes you think they'll ever get out again?
Yeah.
Tango and Cash, and then they take their shot, and they're like, we're sort of left to like think like, what do you mean by that? That he's gonna have him killed, we guess.
Yeah, it must be.
So we switch back. We have transitioned. Tango and Cash are arriving at prison, and it is not a minimum security prison.
It was some Shawshank Redemption shit. It was like a castle.
That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah, it was like
Shawshank.
it was a castle. It was built from stone.
Elsewhere, their captains are desperately trying to figure out like where they are and what's gone wrong.
They say they were taken someplace down near Victorville, which is like middle of nowhere, California, like inland from LA, I think, but California nevertheless.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So then we see Tango and Cash are being paraded to the showers butt naked. Got to see that meat. That's a Kevin Costner.
Asses.
Yeah, that's right.
Asses,
you got to see them asses.
It was interesting because I mean, Kurt Russell's in good shape.
Yeah.
Like I would like to have Russell's physique.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you put him next to Stallone, who just like lives in the gym, I guess, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, Stallone's like this is like a guy who works out a lot.
He's shredded.
Yeah, and no tan lines, unlike Kurt Russell, who did have tan lines, which
you look at Kurt Russell and you think that's a human being, and Stallone in no way is a human being. There's nothing identifiably human about Sylvester Stallone.
This is a man who spends 4 hours a day working out and takes steroids.
And then the other waking time trying to study human behavior.
to learn how to mimic our ways.
How does a human talk? Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
In the showers, Cash is on fire. He's agitated as fuck, speculating about who set them up. He's naming Quan and Lopez as potential, so that's how we know that like those two guys are major players.
They were standing close to each other. I thought in the shower, like brushing shoulders, or
but again, like Stallone, like not he like doesn't know how a shower works. He doesn't know how to stand in a shower like a normal person. He's like rubbing his hands and then like sort of like almost dabbing water on his face. He doesn't want to get his face
makeup or his
in
hair,
the water.
probably.
But he's wet already. You're wet. I don't get it.
I love that. Yes, he doesn't know how to pretend to take a shower.
No. So yeah, they're antagonizing each other some more. I like Kurt Russell's Stallone impersonation. You don't know shit.
It was great, man. Kurt Russell can sell any line. I feel
like you said, he's fearless and committed.
When he's talking about the setup, and he's like, Lopez paid a guy to tell me it was Quan. So he thinks, no matter what happens, I'm going to think it's Quan, and all the time it's Lopez, and now I know it. He was Jack Burton in that moment.
He was
to me.
Jack
He was
Burton
like
in that
on
moment.
fire.
And then we get probably some Stallone instigated homoerotic innuendo where Kurt Russell bends down to pick up the soap. He's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" He's like, "It's soap, dumbass."
It's soap. He's like, "Don't flatter yourself, Pee-wee." I like it.
The penis jokes are pretty good.
I liked it, and then Tango did it. That was one of the good Stallone jokes. Was he's like, "Don't worry, Cash. Someday the other one will drop."
That was decent.
He's like, "Attaboy tripod. Just keep talking."
Just back and forth. Cash fears while rubbing hand soap in his hair because he must not know how showers work either. You would think he'd be putting like mane and tail in that, right? But he's putting like Dial.
You don't use bar soap in that. No, they don't. The prison doesn't spring for Dial. It's like a store brand soap.
That soap is like straight up like lie. It's just a bar of lie. Cash fears they're going to be tossed in Gen Pop. Tango disagrees. They never put cops in general population.
And cut to
a full on like. They're the fires. They're throwing burning things. Yeah,
it's a prison riot.
There's 2 feet of trash on the floor.
Fire is raining down. Burning garbage is raining down on them.
It's really terrible.
Somehow the guards don't. They seem to not care.
This is not this prison sucks. The guards are just like, whatever, as long as you don't bother us. They probably kill a lot of inmates, I would guess, in there.
Yeah, this is anything goes in this prison.
As there's like just a fiesta of terrible one-liners between about litter and other things.
I'm going to put brown sugar in your ass.
Yeah, the inmates are in on the terrible one-liners, and then as they're walking past like the guard station, we see on a TV monitor that face. They've got like a camera on face, the big jaw goon.
The guy from the opening bust of Tango.
Why does he get his own camera?
He's got 1 inch from his face.
Is he like super crazy?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it was just. It's one of the many moments of this movie where reality be damned. It just makes for a good segue from the one shot to the next.
His head is astonishing. Again, I just want to talk about this dude's face. Anyway, it's real. Watch the movie. It's unbelievable.
He didn't age well either. If you see him later in life, I think he's passed away now, but his headshot on IMDb is like, ooh, yeah, I guess that's what happens when your head is shaped like that.
As Tango and Cash are like walking past his cell, he is like screaming at them, "I'm gonna tear you in the ass when I get out of here.
Bring them to me! Bring them to me! He's like, hey, come here, I want to talk to you."
It's so weird. He's terrifying. He's legitimately terrifying and made even more so by his scary face. But then, like, weirdly, Tango calls him Conan. Yes, I remember you and Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, and he slams his face on the bars. Why Conan?
He doesn't look anything like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Not like Arnold.
You surmise that maybe it's because he's a big guy.
Fucking Cro-Magnon-looking dude.
He's 6'2". He's sort of jacked.
Yeah.
Worked out a lot.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't want to run into him in a dark alley, for sure. Yeah.
But I don't, anyway, the Conan reference is lost on me because Conan he does not resemble.
I want to mention one bad one-liner from earlier. When they're parading them through all the trash, and fucking Tango is like, you know what I really hate? Litter. And then fucking Cash is like, God damn it. I forgot the marshmallows. It's like, guys, every line can't be a joke. I mean, it can be, but
it's better if it's not.
This movie, I feel like 50% of the lines were meant to be one-liner jokes.
There's something to be said for restraint.
Less is more.
And this movie is not about that.
Yeah. He's like saying, just say as many jokes as you can as fast as you can.
I love it. We see the boys each going into their cells. Cash is put in a cell. It's gross as hell.
Fuck.
His cellmate's enormous.
Oh, yeah. I love that. There's porn all over the walls.
Between this, Shawshank, and Oz, prison seems terrible, and I don't want to go.
The argument that they had over the toilet, though, was pretty great.
Yeah, no, this is yours.
Cash goes to urinate, I guess. The dude's like, that crapper's mine. And then he's like, let's get one thing straight. And yeah.
The dude stands up and he's 9 feet tall.
Beast of a man steps out. That is yours. Fucking Kurt Russell, killer comic timing.
Always. Then we see in Tango's cell a psychotic Clint Howard playing with a slinky and trying to intimidate him, saying like, I killed, like basically I think if you look at the newspaper, it talks about how like a guy killed his best friend, and that's supposed to be like a news clipping about him.
Yes, yeah, that's the impression we get.
That he murdered someone.
He said, that's my best friend. I killed him.
And that crazy people, like you don't mess with crazy people.
Yeah, crazy. I'm crazy. Crazy people aren't afraid of anybody.
Right.
He fucks with he's starting to wait. He's reading a newspaper.
And
he's like reading the
Tango's
fucking
reading
stocks.
the business section.
Yeah.
Sugar is apparently going up.
As you say, where the fuck did he get that newspaper from?
I have no idea, man.
I get that they probably do have newspapers in there that you can read in the library area, which I assume most jails have.
That prison does not have a library.
Well, if it does, I don't think they let you take the newspaper back to your cell.
No,
and he just fucking got here.
Yeah.
So exactly. Yeah, maybe he had it smuggled in his butt crack or something.
Maybe. Later on, after lights out, we see Cash like not able to sleep, kind of smothered under his giant cellmate on the bottom bunk. We had to get in a fart joke.
I would fucking I would kill myself if I had to live like he's being smothered on the bottom bunk by this bulk of a man.
I would lay down on the floor probably.
Yeah. You can't. The top bunk mattress was literally pressing him down into his own mattress. I couldn't live like that.
I wouldn't be able to breathe.
No way, dude.
Then we go over to Tango's cell, and he's got Clint Howard like tied up in his slinky. He's also got him in shackles. He's like shackled to the wall.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah, you're right.
Where did those come from?
Was it shackles or was it the slinky? It was straight shackles.
Both. There were shackles and a chain around his wrist, and then he's also wrapped up in the slinky.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know.
This movie doesn't give a fuck, clearly. So,
and then suddenly and unexpectedly and really weirdly lit, inmates burst in and like put the two in sacks. They try to like fight back briefly, and there's some like there's some moves exchanged, and then they manage to get them like tied up or wrapped up in some like laundry sacks.
Yeah, the huge laundry sacks.
Even while incapacitated in laundry sacks, they managed to like kill a couple of guys. Like Tango kicks a dude like over a rail.
Got a railing kill, yeah.
And then it's
like, just weird. They're
still
kicking the
getting
door
their licks in.
on Tango's cell. They can't fucking resist themselves because they're like, "Let's dance, Tango!" When they come in, it's like, can you not? And there's got a lot of mileage out of Tango, like dancing puns.
Yeah, it's really
in this movie,
terrible.
But,
but also, like you mentioned, it's like, why is it lit the way that it's lit?
There was this bright spotlight type lighting coming from out of focus in the background, but it's like, wait. What's happening?
No one knows.
That would have been my 2-word review for this whole movie is what's happening.
I think more than once in my notes I just write what's happening.
None of it makes sense, and I guess none of it has to make sense. Well,
intrepid listener, if you like us are wondering what's happening, you're gonna have to wait until next time because we're at time. Thank God. I need another drink.
I gotta just try to wipe these memories clean. So
we hope you guys are enjoying. We're actually enjoying talking about this as much shit as we're giving this movie. It might be a piece of shit, but it's a lot of fun to talk about.
It's perfect for us. It's perfect for the podcast, and we'll be back.